The Knife Angel in Hull, a statue made from weapons seized around the country, a striking symbol against violence. Mo Timbo knows how intertwined knives and gangs are. A drug dealer at 14, stabbed at 16 and jailed at 19, he now visits schools to share his story as a warning to others. But what drew him in?
It was a sense of belonging and wanting to feel a brotherhood. You know, if you don't have that sort of sense of belonging at home, you can find out on the streets. There was the media culture that I was involved in, the rap culture, the rap music, and the influence that that had on me, and also the drug culture, smoking a lot of cannabis. And I'd say those three things played a part in me joining gangs.
The authorities know of more than 6,500 child gang members in England, but the real, bigger picture has 27,000 children identifying as being in a gang. An extra 300,000 plus are on the periphery, at risk of being groomed and exploited, and 34,000 child gang members or associates have recently been victims of violent crime.
We know that children are ending up at A&E through knife wounds and stab wounds, and indeed more children are being referred to social services because of gangs. Now, those should be warning signs. I also know that when parents and children ask for help, often that's not available.
She's calling for a fresh approach from government as gangs increasingly groom new members with gifts followed by violence to trap them. The same formula seen in sexual exploitation. Ministers say they are already focusing more on early intervention. And from his experience, Mo believes punishment alone can never work.
By throwing people in prison, there's another environment in there, there's another culture in there. Sometimes people come out worse than they went in. So I think tougher sentences will help, but more than anything else, we have to be engaging with people. I believe that if more people would get involved, more people would try and prevent it, I believe we can turn it round.
With gangs and violence a countrywide problem, the Angel, which has already been to Liverpool, will move next to Coventry, taking its message from city to city.
Peter joins us from Hull now. The Children's Commissioner has highlighted a real problem with these gangs. What's the government doing about it, though?
Well, Sian, we heard from Mo about the various influences on him, and earlier this week we reported on cuts to children's services, closure of youth centres. Clearly there are many pieces to this, including, Anne Longfield says, school exclusions. She argues that all they do, in fact, is expose children even more to the gangs. Today, the Home Office says it's working on a new £220 million strategy involving schools, health and social care. They say they are committed to finding new ways to protect vulnerable children.
OK, Peter, thank you.